Welcome to the 7 Terraces Hypnotic Relaxation and Guided Imagery Exercise. Please note, this recording is for entertainment purposes only and for people over the age of 18. If you have any form of stress or other medical issues, then please consult your doctor before listening to this recording, and never use whilst driving or operating any kind of machinery. Please use common sense precautions at all times. The 7 Terraces has now been digitized into an MP3. The original was recorded onto a cassette over 35 years ago. So settle back on your bed or your favourite chair or anywhere that you can settle back and relax for the duration of this recording, approximately 25 minutes. If possible, use a headset or earbuds for the special effects on this recording. Enjoy.
I'm assuming now that you can sit comfortable for the next 30 minutes or so, and that you're not going to be disturbed. Please try to make certain that you're lying down, and if you can, to use headphones for the special effects on this tape. I'd like you to find a point on the ceiling, right above your forehead, and if you can, just slightly back so your eyes are having to look up and look backwards a little bit. And to fix your gaze on that point while I count from 1 to 3. I'm going to ask you to imagine various things, but it doesn't matter whether you can imagine these things or not. 1. I want to imagine your eyes, your eyelids, feeling so heavy, so tired, so heavy and so tired, as if they just wanted to close too. 2, becoming heavier now, tireder and sleepier. Hard to focus now, as your eyelids are feeling heavy, tireder, sleepier, heavier and tireder. 3, so heavy now, so tired that they're just starting to close too. Just allow your eyes to close too. Nice and gently, allow your eyes to close. That's good, that's fine. Now I just want you to think of your breathing now. I just want you to breathe in through your nose and imagine that you're breathing in relaxation. And as you breathe out, imagine that you're letting go of stress. Breathing in, relaxation. Breathing out and letting go of any stress, any tensions. I just want you to imagine now that you are stood looking at the top of your own head. You are looking at your own scalp. What you're seeing is your own scalp totally relaxed, not taut, no tension, totally relaxed. The same with your forehead. No frown lines, everything becoming rested. As you allow yourself, through progressive relaxation, to become more and more relaxed with every breath that you take. But you won't go to sleep all the time I'm speaking. You'll be aware of what I'm saying. The little muscles around your eyes becoming all relaxed and rested. As you, with every breath that you take now, you allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper, further down than the breath before. Your cheeks and your jaw totally relaxed, Maybe feeling heavy as you just allow yourself to sink down and down now into a nice form of relaxation where breathing is so easy. Breathing in, relaxation. Breathing out and letting go of any tension, any stress whatsoever. Just think of now the back of your neck and your shoulder muscles. And this is where tension normally begins. So imagine now that those muscles are so loose, so relaxed and so limp. As you just let go. Deeper and deeper down, just letting go completely. And this feeling of relaxation spreading down your shoulders, your arms, through your elbows, right down to the tips of your fingers. A heavy, sinking down sort of feeling, just allowing with every breath that you take now, going deeper, going down and down into calmness, down and down into relaxation, down and down into tranquility. Your chest muscle, just relaxing now. The diaphragm beneath the chest, just letting go completely. I'm going to ask you now to take in a deep breath through your nose and to think of your stomach muscles. And as you breathe out, just imagine your stomach muscles are becoming so loose and so relaxed. No tension, no nerves. Just breathing in and breathing out and thinking of the word relax. Let go completely. The big muscles that run down your back, imagine now that they were so loose and so relaxed. Any tension just disappearing now from those muscles as this feeling of relaxation spreads into your hips, into your buttocks, into your thighs. It's a beautiful sinking down sort of feeling. Through your knees, into your calf muscles, right down to the tips of your toes, as you just let go completely. I'd like you to imagine now that you're stood at the top of this beautiful stairway, this beautiful staircase, and there's no one around and round. It's a private place, it's a special place. And to one side is a golden handrail, and you've got one hand on that handrail. And there's 10 descending steps. And I'm going to count from 10 down and down and down to 0. And with each descending count, I want you to imagine taking a step down into relaxation, a step down into tranquility, a step down than you've ever been before. And by the time I get to 0, you're going to find yourself more relaxed than you've ever felt, just letting go completely, knowing that you're safe, knowing that nothing will be done to offend you in any way. And if anything was to need your attention, you just spring open your eyes and deal with it very positively. But just while I'm talking now, just allow yourself to see this beautiful stairway, this beautiful staircase. So I start to count backwards, down and down and down to 0. Just let go completely. 10, just stepping down now, feeling fine. 9, like a little feather drifting and floating down. With every breath you take, relaxing more and more. 8, 7, down and down, just letting go completely. 6, 5, 4, down even further, so relaxed now. 3, 2, allowing things to become so easy and so gentle. 1 and 0, that's fine, that's fine. I'd like you now, in your mind, with your imagination, just see a beautiful meadow out in the country. And on the edge of the meadow is a spectacular mountain. And the mountain stretches into the clouds. The mountain is colourful. And there are 7 terraces, 7 gardens carved into the face of one mountain. And there is a brilliant light at the top of the mountain, as if the sun itself just rests at the top of the mountain, and rays of light stream across the sky, and they edge the clouds with gold. Now I want you to follow a trail or a path safely up the mountain that leads you to the first terrace. And I want you to enter the first garden. And as you enter this garden, you're going to find that it is predominantly red. This is the garden of expectancy. Red is the colour of energy, anticipation and expectancy. Now standing in this garden, you are bathed in the colour red. And the energy helps you express the first commitment. I will approach this experience with a sense of anticipation and expectancy. I expect something good will happen for me. I expect it, and I will settle for nothing else. As you are standing in this garden, bathed in the colour red, the colour of energy. I expect something good will happen for me. I expect it, and I will settle for nothing else. Now I'd like you gently to leave this garden and back to the pathway that takes you upwards to the second terrace. And I'd like you to enter the second garden. And the second garden is predominantly orange. Now the orange garden will remind you to release and forgive the past, and to die to who you once were, and move on to discover who you can become. Now this garden is particularly beautiful, because this is where you leave behind, you get rid of any of the things that are not serving you, like anxiety, stress, negative beliefs like I can't, symptoms of anger, jealousy, symptoms of pain, and speak the second commitment from your heart in this orange garden. I will forgive myself and others all mistakes and errors. I affirm that it is okay, it's all right to make mistakes. I am no longer my past, and I will not cling on to an old self-image, and I am prepared to see myself in a very new way. Now, I will die to who I used to be, and I will move on to find out who I can become, as you are bathed in this beautiful colour, orange. And now I'd like you to leave this orange garden to the pathway that takes you up to the third terrace and enter the third garden. Now the third garden is a bright sunny yellow. The sunlit yellow is the colour of life. And just entering this garden fills you with a feeling of new life and joy. Really feel that colour being absorbed into your body with a feeling of new life and joy. And the commitment comes forward in your thoughts. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. All things are now passed away. And all things have become new, as you are bathed in this beautiful colour of sunlight, of yellow. Just spend a moment now and enjoy this beautiful colour. And again, just gently leave the yellow garden on this third terrace and go back to the pathway that takes you upwards to the fourth terrace and enter the fourth garden. And this is the garden of the forest. Ferns and moss carpet the ground. Sunlight streams through a canopy of trees. The air around takes on a cool, silent, peaceful green. And there is a sense of a presence, a feeling that you're not alone. It's a very comforting feeling. It feels as if a friend was walking next to you, right beside you, very strong, very dependable, wise and loving. And you remember the commitment. I commit myself to increased awareness that I am not alone, that there is a presence or a factor alive within me that spurs me on. I will stop all else for a moment to become more aware of this presence. And now gently leave the fourth terrace, the garden of the forest, back to the pathway that takes you upwards to the fifth terrace, and enter the fifth garden. And just by entering this fifth garden, just allow yourself the security that comes from being with someone that you love as you walk on and into the garden, which is predominantly blue. This is the garden of release. Releasing from the little will with all its conflicting needs and desires. And the commitment is to the highest within. What I want to achieve will happen. What I want to achieve will happen. Now a feeling of harmony with the source of life grows through the release of all separation as you are bathed in the colour blue. Now gently leave the fifth terrace and the blue garden to the pathway that takes you upwards to the sixth terrace and enter the sixth garden. It is an exotic grotto, the colours of indigo, and in the grotto, awaiting for you is a headband. Again, the colour is indigo. Now ceremoniously fasten the headband around your brow as you make the commitment. Through this, I will see very clearly now. Through this, I will see very clearly now. Just gently leave this sixth terrace, this sixth garden, to the pathway that takes you upwards to the seventh terrace and enter the seventh garden. The seventh garden is violet, and it is the garden of responsibility. And the commitment states, because I am now asking for renewed strength and inspiration, I commit myself to take full responsibility for all that I receive. Because I am now asking for renewed strength and inspiration, I commit myself to take full responsibility for all that I receive. Now the words of the commitment seem to make the clouds part, and you step onto the top of your mountain in a path of brilliant light. Now the brilliant light of the sun shines around you and through you. You merge with the sun. You are the light at the top of your mountain. Just find yourself walking through a beautiful white, silent garden. And in the center of this pure and beautiful place is a reflecting pool. And the pool reflects your perfect self. Enter the pool and acknowledge your perfect self. In the distance, see a temple and walk peacefully forward to the temple and stand in front of the doors of the temple, just looking at this magnificent building. As you just feel so calm and so relaxed. Just go into this building now. And as you go in, notice the beauty of this place, how pure it is inside. And to the left, I'd like you to see an everlasting flame. I'd like you to walk over and stand in that flame. The flame is going to pass and burn through you and take out and get rid of any impurities that's within you. And any impurities will fall to the floor, and as they fall, they turn into gold. Now take the piece of gold and see an altar at the front of your temple. Go to the altar and kneel down, and place in front of you the pieces of gold and offer it to the highest within you. Just place them on the altar and offer it to the highest within you. And then just stand and turn, gently turn round. You'll notice on the left is a beautiful stained glass window, and the sunlight is shining through, the stream of white light coming through the glass window onto the floor. Now go and stand in that beautiful white light as your body is bathed externally and internally in this light. Now this is the healing window. Here you can let go and get rid of any symptoms of pain, anything that may have not been serving you in any way. Just allow this light to heal. And now, I'd like you to imagine that you are now back in this beautiful green meadow at the bottom of your mountain. Just notice the difference now, how more beautiful this place has become in this lush green meadow. And in the center of that meadow, I want you to see a beautiful large tree. I'd like you to go there and sit down with your back to this tree. Just gently close your eyes and imagine the root system going beneath, its strength, its vitality. Just feel that strength as it stretches for hundreds and hundreds of meters beneath you, supporting its upper case. Feel and become a part of that feeling. And in a moment when this tape ends, you're going to feel an energy in your body that you've never felt before. It's going to feel so comfortable. You're going to feel calmer inside. You're going to feel peaceful inside. You'll feel more energetic, more alert. But when this tape comes to an end, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. Now anybody who would like to drift off to sleep, as I'm counting, imagine as I'm counting that you're becoming sleepier and tireder. And on number 8, I will simply ask you to turn off your cassette. And anyone else, just wait until I reach the number 10. And then just simply open your eyes, ready to get on with the business of living. Just enjoy the music now for a few moments before I start counting. Now I'm going to start counting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those of you that like to go to sleep, please turn off your cassette now. 9, your eyes are starting to open. 10, wide awake and raring to go. Bye for now.